Hey everyone, Pupsker here. So, with 2022 and having the Helminth for a while, it has accrued quite a lot of abilities. So I thought, hey, why not go over all of the abilities that the actual Helminth has to offer? We're choosing Necros today as your boy, well, Necros Prime, as your boy regular Necros is getting nommed right now. So this is the Helminth if you didn't know. He's your best friend, good buddy. You know, gives that sweet, sweet Warframe juice. So let's take a look and sit in the stabby chair quickly. This is the area that has all of the Warframe abilities. It says I have 26 out of 61 unlocked. We'll just straight up start off looking here at the ones I don't have yet, okay? The 11th Metamorphosis will give me Parasitic Armor. Sacrifice shields to reinforce armor for a period of time. As you can see there, a lot of these abilities, like Helminth base abilities, people don't really end up using, but you actually can use some of them to do pretty funny, goofy, niche, strong builds if you really want. Not something I personally am interested in, but I do like using the Helminth for its Warframe abilities and the Invigorations here still. So let's take a look. I will unlock the ability, grant yourself immunity to status effects, hideous resistance. On the 13th I get voracious metastasis, consume energy to heal yourself and grant matching energy to each ally, nice. 14th one gives me sickening pulse. Emit a pulse that adds stacks to status effects already afflicting enemies, except bleed, heat, and toxin effects, which are duplicated with fresh timers, nice. 15th Metamorphosis unlocks ability Golden Instinct. Send out a short-lived void spark that is drawn towards the nearest medallion, item, sculpture, rare crate, unscathed curia, or unscanned fragment. Oh, unscanned curia or unscanned fragment. Actually, no joke, that last one, that 15th ability for Metamorphosis, pretty good IMO. Might actually be pretty useful if you are medallion, item, rare crate hunting. If you're doing anything like that, honestly, might be a good idea. That one seems niche, but very, very interestingly useful if you want to use it. So, now to these. Empower, increase the strength of your next ability used, right? I think that's a Helminth one. All in all, what? Infested mobility, Helminth one. Let's do recent, sure. Increase your parkour velocity, yep. Master summon, heal your companion, call it to your side. So I think all of those were just straight up the Helminth abilities. Now we're just going to get into a random amount. Smite. So this is your Oberon ability. All in all, cool ability. I don't see a lot of people using Smite on the Helminth though and throwing it on a ton of different Warframes. But if you do use any one of these, let me know. Let me know why in the comments below because I'm kind of curious. And as always, like the video, subscribe, follow me over on Twitch and all of my other various social medias, as I post a lot of random Reuben pictures because I love my puppo, and random Warframe pictures, updates, etc., right? Rebuild shields, Helminth ability, instantly restore shields. Perspacity, Helminth, automatically succeed at your next hack attempt, lame. Rest and Rage. Oh, nice. So this is Equinox. If your emissive color is dark, targets are put to sleep. If your emissive color is bright, targets are more vulnerable to damage. So I think this is a toggle, right? That's how they did that. Either way, night, wake up health threshold. Yeah. Day, damage vulnerability, and speed increase. All in all, decent enough ability if you plan on using it. I don't see a ton of people using this on other Warframes, but obviously it's always up to you, right? Then you have Tempest Barrage. Oh, no one's going to use this one because this is just Hydroid's little AoE little raindrops. If I can't remember if you can use augment mods for these. If so, like this would definitely, like a lot of these abilities naturally, would be a lot better, but I just don't see a lot of people running on Tempest Barrage either way. But I'm gonna assume that you can't use Helminth abilities, but I legitimately just can't remember how all of that goofy stuff works. Oh well. Null Star. Oh, nice. Create antimatter particles that orbit Nova and seek nearby targets. Each active particle gives 5% damage reduction to Nova's health, stacking up to 90%. All in all, yeah, cool. I don't see a ton of Warframes using this because like a ton wouldn't really need it. And I think there's better defensive items overall, or abilities I should say, but yeah, cool, Null Star. Shooting Gallery. Hey, this one's actually pretty decent overall. Gives an ally extra damage while jamming the guns of nearby enemies. This power shifts between team members. Yeah, so I can actually see people using this one. All in all, decent enough shooting gallery. If you want to, you know, be a good team player, right? Nice. Energized mutations. Ooh, munitions, sorry. This is a Helminth ability. Increase the efficiency of your ammo consumption. Yeah, fair enough. Now you have Defy, which is Wukong's ability. Ooh, as you can see on it, numbers still overall pretty good. So yeah, you can do Defy damage murder builds on a lot of Warframes. So hey, if you really want, you can always throw Defy on, right? And then do niche builds there. Yeah, I can see people using this one for sure. For sure can see people using that one. Radial Blind. Just a general AoE blind, right? It's nothing special. Excal's ability. I don't see a ton of people needing this because there's just better choices, right? Oh well. Petrify. Oh, this is Atlas. I mean, I guess it's cool. I don't see people ever caring about this, but there can also be some hidden ability stuff that I would, you know, not know about. But I don't think a lot of people will ever really want to run Atlas's Petrify. RIP. Marked for Death. Stun an enemy. Portion of the next damage you deal to it will be dealt to all enemies around it. Yeah, I can see a lot of random Marked for Death builds, right? Because can't you have like a pretty decent enough AoE range Marked for Death that just does insane amounts of damage? I think like a headshot sniper build, right? Do all of the AoE damage with that, but not a huge, I think it's Ashe player on this one, so not a huge Ashe player, so can't say for certain. Either way, cool stuff, cool stuff. Okay, Silence. Is that Ashe, or is this like just a general ability? I don't know, but I could definitely see that being used, right? So, using Silence surrounds Banshee in an aura that stuns enemies and will limit their perception of tactical response to gunfire and Warframe attacks. Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see people running Silence on range-based type Warframes, because why wouldn't you? I could definitely see that if you want decent enough, just, what would it be, I guess, AoE crowd control. So, yeah, good enough. I don't think a ton of people run it, but I could see people running it. Fire Blast. Okay, okay. People could use this for the armor reduction, but I assume the whole Ember fire gauge thing doesn't work on this, so maybe not, but yeah, I could definitely see that. Cool stuff. Oh, Quiver. Temporary Cloak Arrow. Yeah, I guess you could throw that on anyone to make them a hunter if you really want, and to have some niche stuff, but I don't see people throwing this on a ton, right? Airburst. Okay, okay. There's probably better things to do here, but Airburst is a cool idea overall if you want to pull enemies in one area, if you're on like a very on-the-move type build. I don't see a ton of people using that. Still cool. Elemental Ward. Oh, Chroma's Elemental Ward. I don't see a ton of people using this, right? Because it could still be better, for sure, but this could be a good general support thing, I guess, if you want, so yeah, cool. Overall, nice. Ah, yes, Eclipse. Eclipse is the broken as hell damage increase or damage reduction that you can use on anyone. A lot of people use this. I use it on Protea just because, more damage is cool. So definitely see a lot of people using Eclipse. I don't know. So 10 out of 10. Wood Mirage again. Firewalker. This is Najaz. I can also see a lot of frames using Firewalker. It's just a generally good ability, right? Cleansing allies, does a lot of damage, you go faster, they explode, it does fire damage, right? Adds status for more damage, so overall, Firewalker, good stuff. Expedite Suffering. Yeah, I don't know about this one. Affect enemies in a cone, removing bleed poison status to them, dealing any remaining damage on your suffering in a single burst. Yeah, okay, I don't know about this one. Don't see a lot of people using that, though. Seems like that's a Helminth ability, but maybe I'm wrong. Larva. Yeah, Larva can go on anyone. Nidus's is really good. Doesn't have like the most amazing range, but it by no means has the worst range, so Larva's pretty hype. It's great on everyone, let's be real here. That one, so good. Spectorage. Yeah, I guess technically you could run this on a lot of people. I don't see a lot of people running this, though, as it's not incredibly useful. As it's like, it's just kind of a small AoE where enemies just shoot around, waste time until they die, so yeah, I just don't see a ton of use for it. Sentient Wrath. Okay, I could actually see this being used on people for just AoE damage, vulnerability, and just usefulness, and what is it, stuns, I guess? Well, I guess it knocks them around, but yeah, stuns nonetheless. I don't see it used on a ton of people though, but I mean, you could. Seems interesting enough, right? Oh, hell yeah. So, legitimately, the Aqua Blades that Ureli uses, I think they're a good enough ability, not on Ureli. So you could legitimately have an Aqua Blades melee build on a different Warframe. Maybe Punchy Boy Atlas Aqua Blades, I don't know. If you're doing melee form though, I could definitely see Aqua Blades actually being useful on other frames because slash damage is still nice. I just hate it on Ureli because you get close and just take a bunch of damage. I hate her kit, okay? So I could actually see this being used. I wouldn't use it, but I can see it being used. Banished, okay, you could use this. I don't see, and I don't imagine anyone will ever want to use this, but hey, you could totally use this. Limbo's Banish right here. Knock people in and out of the existence. Maybe, but maybe not. And you got Blood Altar, Garuda's ability. Look at that. Yeah, I could definitely see this for some melee builds. Maybe on Valkyr or something if you really want. Maybe it doesn't work well with Valkyr though, but just replace her like Zipline. Yeah, I could see this being used. Cool all in all, but maybe not like the best or anything, but cool all in all. Breach Surge, yeah, this is good overall too. Can be used on pretty much anyone, right? Just damage increase, more status. It's just good. Breach Surge is a good ability, and the radius overall is not bad especially when you throw some range on it. So yeah, it works obviously best with Wisp because of how it works with the moat, but it's still a really good ability nonetheless. So 10 out of 10. Condemn. Oh yes, Condemn. I can see this on like a shield gaining build for sure. Because all this is used, right, is to get more shield, I think, in general. Yeah, so, yeah, I could definitely see this being used. I wouldn't throw it on a ton of Warframes, but I could see it being used for sure. Maybe it'd be great on Hildren, who knows? Who knows? But I think she already has a pretty decent kit. Decoy, basic ability. I wouldn't throw this on fucking anything at all. But hey, you could use it. It's a little decoy, right? It's just some crowd control all in all, but whatever. Where is that? Desiccation. Blast enemies with Wave of Cursed Sand. Oh, it's a Naros there. I mean, decent enough if you want to use it to get a lot of lifesteal, but I don't think it's usually necessary for any means, like for anything, really. Because there's just better and other lifesteal methods out there, and if you're getting to the point where you need a lot of lifesteal, yeah, you can just build differently too. So I don't see a ton of people using this, but you could for the fun of it. Dispensary. Yeah, this is Proteas. You could honestly throw this on anyone just for some like easy, simple support ability, right? So it gives you ammo, energy, health, gives you good stuff, good stuff. So all in all, not bad, but I wouldn't really use it. Ensnare, yeah. Korra. So let's see. I don't really see this being hella helpful on someone who isn't Korra, because I think it only combos like properly and well along with her Whip Claw and like the cage and everything. So I don't think this would really be a good idea, but hey, you do you, buddies. Maybe it is. Gloom. Oh dear God, Gloom. Shit. Gloom is kind of amazing. Gives lifesteal, right? Gives slow. If you have good enough, gives perma-slow. And then the lifesteal's just kind of chill, and a little bit's just good, but when you have that much slow, the lifesteal's not quite as necessary, right? But like, look at it. It's great. Everyone loves it, does a lot of damage. If you do get a little bit of hit on the health, you just instantly regen it all with some damage. So yeah, Gloom, 10 out of 10. Great on everyone, right? Golden Instinct. Yeah, woo! That's how this one works. Honestly, yeah, it looks pretty good. I would use that. I would use that. Yeah, would recommend. That's great for getting a lot of scans done. Hideous Resistance. Grant yourself immunity to status effects. Meh, Helminth abilities. Not good enough. Best one there. Ice Wave Frost. Yeah, cool. I don't see this being used on anyone, to be honest. Just not enough reason. It's just some cold damage, ice damage. Meh, whatever. Then here you have Lull. Calming Wave slows enemies until they fall into a slumber. I could see people using this for a little bit of AoE crowd control, but I don't think I would see a lot of people using this. But hey, it could be good AoE crowd control if you want, for sure. I just wouldn't use it myself. Mind control. I just don't care about mind control. I feel like enemies just kind of suck overall, so mind control abilities in Warframe aren't great right now, just because it just doesn't do enough. It does add another target, so it seems to be more useful on solo play, because it adds another target for the enemies to shoot at, and it gives you time to get away and stuff like that. But in group play, it seems kind of goofy, IMO, but you do you. Molt, I don't see this being used on a ton of people, but it is generally a good way to get out of a situation, to heal up, right? Get a little speed boost, drop a little status on the enemies if needed, but I don't see people using Molt on a ton of other frames, right? Nourish. Okay, yeah, I could definitely see people use this. Is this add toxin damage to buff squad members' attacks? Who is this? Is it Gauss? This is Gauss, right? Yeah, I think so. Nourished energy. Energy multiply, damage, damage multiplier. All in all, I'll say this is good. Okay, this looks like a decent enough. Or is it like... Is this Grendel? Okay, I was like, is this for Gauss or Grendel in the back? I'm like, this doesn't seem like a Gauss ability. Okay. Yeah, this ability, all in all, seems decent enough if you just look at the general numbers of it. Maybe not like godly, but overall, since it is a squad buff, right? Decent if you want to be a good supporty damage boy. Yeah. Got parasitic armor, Helminth XP. You just get armor, sacrifice shields for armor, right? Meh. Not really something I'd use. You might want to, but I don't see a lot of people using it. Nice, we're almost done. Pillage here, Hildren's abilities, Steel Shield. Oh, also removes effects from Hildren and allies. Nice. Gets all the shields. I can see people using this in certain, like, I want to be a shield gate boy build, so this actually could be pretty decent. Pull. I don't see a lot of people pulling people with mag. So yeah, ooh, it has a drop chance %. Damn. I still don't see people using it, but hell. Maybe in a weird niche drop chance build. Oh shit, someone's messaging me. I gotta throw it on D&D. Are they just saying hello? Rip. They lost their chance. All they said was hello. R.I.P. Then you have Revenant's Reeve. I could see other Warframes using this here and there for sure. So at least you like just regen shield and health, so could use this on Warframes that need some more tankiness, I guess. I don't see a ton of people using it, but I could, you know, understand them using it, I guess. Resonator. Oh, damn. I could actually see people using Resonator just to get people out of, like, their way, right? Because this is a good charm overall. A really interesting AoE charm. So, yeah, I could see people using Resonator. Hell yeah. You got Roar. You can use this on anyone. It's great. It's just a flat damage increase AoE. But it's a Rhino one, right? So it doesn't give a ton of damage. It's still good overall, but there are better damaging abilities if you think about it. Oh god, just Volt Shock. I don't see anyone using this. Not a ton of reason to. It's just kind of a basic shitty ability that does electric damage. And Chain Lightning. Yep, cool. Shuriken. So I don't see anyone ever bothering to run Shuriken because I feel like this is only one of those mods that, or abilities that gets good when you use augment mods. There's a lot of abilities like that, but the baseness of it is fucking awful, I believe, right? It doesn't have anything like special about it. So I don't see anyone using this, to be honest. This is Ash's ability. So if this is Ash's ability, then the one up here that I looked at, oh, I think that's just marked for death. I think that's just a Helminth ability. Yeah, no, I think that's just a Helminth ability. Damn, you can do a marked for death build though. Okay, so I corrected myself 20 minutes later. Wait. Then you have Sickening Pulse. Oh, it's a Helminth one. Okay, this is the one that just adds stacks of everything. I could totally see this being used on certain builds, but status 10x? Damn, yeah, I could definitely see this being used if people want to. Seems like an interesting thing you could build on it. But you need to be able to add and get a lot of stacks on the enemies, so it'd be a little weird. You feel like by the time you have that many stacks on enemies, they're already going to be dead, right? Especially in Warframe, unless you do later game or later level, higher level enemy fights, so maybe not. Spellbind. Enemies with fungible weapons are whisked into the air. Yeah, this looks like it's overall decent AoE. decent AoE, so I could see Warframes using that. Well, crowd control AoE, if they really want to, but I wouldn't. Telos Nervos, hell yeah. Could totally see people throwing these down. Just for some AoE CC, some damage status thrown on, just doing extra dips. Yeah, I can see people throwing this on. This could be fun thrown on over for Protea, right? Add to her engineering kit, because her and Vauban are like the engineers. Protea's the, well, second one. Vauban's the first, let's be real here. But yeah, I could see people using those. They're for fun and pretty decent overall for what they do. Thermal Sunder, this is Gauss, right? Yeah. So I could totally see people using this. But not too much. I feel like this would be a niche thing that you'd have to use on like 1 or 2 Warframes. Looking at it again, I'm like, oh shit, wait. I thought this was like one of the better Gauss abilities. No, it's one of the shittier ones, so don't see a ton of people using it, but maybe for some like AoE crowd control damage to kill them, but I don't see a ton of use for it. Vile Rush. Okay, this could actually be interesting on other Warframes. It's not like a ridiculous ability. The nice part about it is the fact that you can have other elements that do damage, right? So, yeah, it could be fun, could be interesting. Voracious Metastasis. Is this a Helminth ability, I think? Yeah. I don't see a ton of people using this, just at all. Just doesn't seem necessary. Oh well. War Cry. Oh, is this Valkyr? Yeah, I see that a ton of people would love to do this, right? Armor, speed, and it decreases enemy speed. Yeah, I could see a lot of people using War Cry. This is one of those that's like good overall. It's kind of like Rhino's Rhino Roar, right? Also good overall for anyone. Just a straight up buff. Well of Life. Oh hell yeah, turns the enemy into a well of life. I don't see a ton of people needing to use this, let's be real here. Cool overall, but don't see a ton of use. Zataz Whisper. Oh hell yeah. So this is just sweet void damage, right? This is good on everyone as well, because let's be real, just adding void damage to all your attacks at a pretty decent enough percent if you get some strength. Yeah, really good. Like, that's why people just love Loki. They love, God, I can't remember his name. Zaku. Oh, sorry, their name. Wrong frame. So, yeah, no, that one, really great. That's why people love Zaku. Does a lot of damage, can do great stuff. Void damage is hype, so, yeah, can use him overall. Good stuff there for anyone. So, that is all of the Helminth abilities right now. 61 total, 26 unlocked. Good stuff there, but my god, will it take some time to unlock the rest. Just cause, gotta Helminth a lot of Warframes still, gotta use a lot of Invigorations, and that takes up a lot of resources and time, so we'll get there eventually, but one sub-zoom at a time. Again, thank you all for watching, like, comment down below, and check out any of my other socials if you would be so kind. And I will see you next time. Peace.